AFF TV. We've got Referee Development Officer Steve Trim in the studio. He's going to talk to us about the referee development pathway. I've got Referee Development Officer Steve Trim in the studio, and Steve, I believe you're going to talk to us about the referee development pathway, so can you just tell us what is it? What happens in it?
Well, it's a good question you got there, Mark. With the pathway, we have a process where we bring in referees, and they can start in the community space as a community referee, and they can be appointed to games within the club format. The next stage is when they take to the next level, you're moving to level 1. So as a level 1 referee, you have the opportunity to be registered to either AFF or NFF. And from that process, you then get appointed to games which are outside your club framework. And that gives you a chance to travel to other games, do different leagues, and continue your upskilling. Because over that process as a level 1, then after you've done some time and done some games, you get assessed. And then from that assessment, you become what we call level 2. And that is going into the pathway. Then the other options is blending into a level 3 course, which is different for other referees. Some referees will go through the pathway relatively quickly. Some referees will take their time. But from the level 3, then you are given a lot more training and you get support all the way through. Coming out of level 3, then you can progress into level 4 and level 5, which gives you the opportunity to do national leagues and even take your skills into a FIFA format and be travelling overseas and be at World Cups, which is pretty amazing for some people, but that's the pathway from where to go, essentially.
So, on that, you must, in a sense, you're looking to attract more referees, as you stated before. So, how does the whole recruiting process work in that sense? If people want to become a referee, what do they need to do?
Well, certainly you can. First option is contacting either NFF or AFF. You can email myself directly at rdo@nff.org.nz, but certainly you can talk to your clubs, and potentially someone within your club can direct your request through to the Federation. We will then come back to you and give you some information about how you can actually get on the pathway. We do run CR courses within club frameworks, and we have the opportunity to get exposure as a community referee, and then you can then put your hand up and say, hey, I've done the community referee thing, I'd like to take it to the next level. You have a situation, people will come from different backgrounds, Mark. You'll have a situation where you'll have ex-players that have come to the end of their career and they want to give back to the game, which is appreciated. You also have other players that potentially are younger, that may see a pathway for them and enjoy the refereeing component of the game, and they'll potentially choose to referee as well as play, but also you have the opportunity to referee instead of playing, essentially. So I think there's a good pathway, but all you do is just make contact within your club first, or alternatively contact the federations directly, and we'll be able to highlight you and then put that person into a training program or course that would be applicable to them.
So, on top of that, do you just want to tell us about the whole female space in the referee sort of world? In a sense, is there sort of a development pathway for females in the referee world?
Yes, well, it's exactly as the pathway is for males and females, so it's no real difference between the two. But certainly we have, we'll name it that we don't have enough females in our game, female referees in our game, and we would like to increase that number. But certainly it's a situation where we have strong female players, which you'll see with how New Zealand have done so well at recent World Cups, and the girls doing so well. Very, very prominent, and it's excellent to see. But we also have very high quality female referees that are pushing on the world stage. Certainly we have that pathway, and they're great role models for young girls or ladies wanting to actually get back and get into refereeing. So I suppose the short answer to your question, Mark, is that refereeing is offered on the same level to males and females, but certainly we will encourage entries for more.
You heard it from the main man himself, Steve Trim. If you want to be a referee, make sure you contact your club or your federation or the federation directly. Up next, our friends over at Northern Football Federation are hosting a Referee Level 1 course over at Rosedale Park.
So we're here today down at Albion United's home ground of Rosedale Park, where we're hosting the first of the Auckland Sunday Football Association's Level 1 referees course, co-hosted with Northern Football Federation. It's basically a course that Auckland Sunday Football Association are paying for their players and associates of their teams to participate in a Level 1 course free of charge. The more referees we can get, I mean, everybody knows there's a shortage of referees across the country, so the fact that these guys are willing to give up their time to come down and do this is phenomenal for the game as well. It's a good stepping stone for the long future of the game. I think it's massive for referees to know what they're doing. It's the same with any job, I guess. If you know what you're doing, it makes your life easier. It's better for the game, it's better for the teams. All of the above, really. I think it's a massive part of the game.
That's it for today's episode on AFF TV. Tune in next week for a new episode. Ka kite anō. We'll see you later.